So here I sit. See this? This is my planning. It's empty. Actually, this is just a book I got at a training today. I do have some plans done, just not this one. I haven't put it in this book. I don't even know if I'm going to use this book. Okay, here's my other stack from training today. Here's the notes I took on this little teeny pad of paper. Here's my binder for the year. I haven't gotten my student stuff yet, but it's waiting for all my classes and calendars. My seating charts. And then things to take roll and way to keep track of their points and the Scrabble points. And here's my disclosure documents that I thought were done, but now I have to change something. Again, that's why I haven't printed them yet. There's my light that my husband got me, I think last Christmas, that I've been waiting to use because I don't dare put it up in my house. There's a plant, and here's my view, except I never even opened the windows, which is sad. This is just a little field out there, and there's more classes over there. My college survival mug from one of my daughters for Mother's Day. It has all of my coins in here to keep track of Socratic seminar or participation or whatever I want to use it for. And then here's some beautiful pottery I brought from UVU, and Chad Harden made this picture of me like Alice's Diner with a dinosaur head. Anyhow, here's all my personal things. And here's my desk, and it's pretty neat. I like to keep my stuff in order. I love this that my mom bought me. Teachers have class. This plant came from my coworker when I just left my last job. I just got a new stapler and tape dispenser today from the school. I already bought some, so they went over there in the student little area. So this is my view from my desk. And out there is my class, is my door from the hall. And then you come in here, and that's like a little student area over there, and my classroom library, and all my students, and my desk is here in the back. And up there are all the Lone Peak signs from many years past. They fit up there perfect right above my thing. My baskets my mom gave me say Lone Peak. And I have about 600 books in my classroom library, which is awesome. This is my tree made out of books from pages from banned books. So I love it. Sculpture students at UVU made it for me. I bought them the material. This is a whiteboard. My shark. This is, if this is up, if this isn't turned over, then that means you better not have your phone out. I think I'm going to change this quote up here. Actually, I think I'm going to hang something up there. And there's my stool with my wild thing. There's my tree with my favorite books, some of my favorite books. This is the pages that this tree is made out of, these books that have been banned, and they're some of my favorites. Lord of the Flies, Color Purple, Song of Solomon, Animal Farm, To Kill a Mockingbird, and The Great Gatsby. I changed my sign here. It says some of my favorite books it just explains the tree. This is where all of my handouts and things will go for students who miss class. 10th grade, 11th grade, which is what I'm teaching. Here's my tree. I added some flowers to it just because I felt like it needed something. So I have all these little kind of like rose gold flowers on it. Some are hanging from there, and that says create, which is our ultimate goal, which a tree represents well. And here is my class incentive wheel. If they read a book, they get 25 points, which gets any time they get 25 points. There's different reasons they can get 25 points. They get to spin this and get a prize. And this is how I'm going to call in people. When I just want to cold call people, I'm going to be like, okay, 20 plus 2, 22. What do you think? These are where I'm going to keep track of my daily ILO intended learning outcomes, goal for the day, statement of what we're going to learn for the day. So on this side will be 11th grade, and over there will be 10th grade. Here are my little turn-in baskets, one for each class period. I teach 6 classes. Here is my cart. It's finally done. I have these little things with glue and scissors and colored pencils, and then there's more glue. Down here, crayons. These are little marker sets. These are gel pen sets. These are whiteboards with little erasers and markers and these are all in sets of 8, because the way that I've set up my classroom has essentially 8 sets of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets of 4. So I highly doubt that I might only have like one class that actually uses all 9 sets though. So there's that. And then this is just my thing, and then that's where that will pull down. I wanted to save up as much whiteboard space as I could because I plan on the students using it a lot. This is a place to keep my, we're going to have this is where I'll feature student work. That door just goes up to the ceiling somewhere. So here's all my, see, that's all the Lone Peak signs up there. This is my classroom library, and it's by genre. So sci-fi, global, drama, poetry. There's quick graphic novels and quick are together. I probably should separate them out, but I didn't have a lot of graphic novels. Someday I might do that later. There's my conch shells for when I teach Lord of the Flies. Thanks, Mom. She found those at the thrift store. She's awesome that way. There's my classroom library sets, which my mom also helped out with a lot. So thanks, Mom. And so yeah, here's all and some board games down there for if students ever want to come and hang out at lunch. This is like American Lit. So I've been trying to kind of find little trinket things to go with all the different, what's it called? Genres, fiction, realism, and this is historical fiction, which I love this thing because look at this. It's a train depot, but then at Christmas time, I can turn it around and it becomes Christmassy. That probably will be the only holiday decoration in my class because I just don't care about that kind of stuff. Not Christmas in and of itself, but just decorating for holidays. Okay, British Lit, biographical, dystopian, nature, environment. There's a pair of shoes that a student made with art of a bunch of different authors. This is my favorite part of my classroom right here. This is kind of, I wouldn't call it a reading nook because they're not really going to read, but it's just kind of a little hangout spot. And this is a little workstation for the students. There's the printer and these little golf pencils. Supposedly students don't steal those so much. And a pencil sharpener and a stapler and a tape dispenser. I had to leave that over there because the printer has to be hooked up to the network, which that's the only spot it can be plugged in, the same as the phone. This will be hopefully someday a postcard collection from my students where they've gone. We can change the world together. What a wonderful world. I want to do better lettering up there. I just haven't done it. This will be our word wall. Every class has a color. I am color coordinated so that I can make sure I know which one is to talk about in which class. This is our reading wall where students will hang up book recommendations. This is an example of what it would look like. They get extra points if they want to do that. It's not really an assignment, it's just for fun. Up here, I'm going to eventually make a little wall of book spines of really highly recommended books. Friends become our chosen family. Here I'm going to put that Brene Brown quote, which is be you, be brave. I don't remember, but it's the one that she's been using in schools a lot. In fact, I need to probably do that right now before I leave today. But yeah, these little seats we'll store things. This one actually is full of books I still need to add to my library, but I ran out of little library things. And there's just pillows to make that a good hangout spot. All of my library books have been cataloged by the color coordinates with the genre on the outside. If it has a gold sticker like that, that means I've read the book. So they can talk to me about it. Like this is Lord of the Flies. And then when you open it, they all have, except for this one, where'd it go? They've all been stamped. They've all been embossed with my little embosser that says from the Library of Alice W. Gold, read and learn, love and return. And all of them, except for some reason this one doesn't have it. I think that originally this was going to be a set, or maybe I just didn't get around to it. But all of the books on the inside have this, so that if the students, I hate calling students kids, but if they want to take it home, then they'll leave this with me. And then I'm going to get a rating, so eventually all these books will be rated, and that will be my way of sorting out what to get rid of and what to keep. So that was a chore this summer. Now all the desks have these little tags on them to help with what, like all these are like this purpley color right here, so they know that this is a set of 4. And then they all have like stickers so that I can use those to make groups for group work. This is my sign. I see pride, I see power, I see one bad A brother who don't take no crap from nobody. That is from the movie Cool Runnings. It's a family motto of ours. Here are my bathroom passes, which are Poopery. And here is my office pass, which is an 8-ball. Anytime students go somewhere, they're going to ask a question and return and report with what the question was and what the answer was. Can't see it anyhow. This is my in and out. Goodness, clipboard where students will sign. And then when they come back, they'll check this off so that if there's ever an emergency, all I have to do is look for what's not checked to know who's missing. And this is where I'm going to keep score for our classroom Scrabble. Yay! This is also one of my favorite parts of my class. Bienvenidos! This is just, I hated having these 2 big things full of other teachers' stuff in my classroom. I still need to go through it all. I'm sure I will, but there were four file cabinets when I came in here, and I'm like, I don't have space for those, so they took 2. I had to go buy this little stool so that I could reach the top of the Scrabble board. Anyhow, there's William Shakespeare, which I thought it was cool with this dream sign, and then it's funny because I didn't even do this on purpose. This says teamwork is dream work, which is funny because it goes with that dream. And here's our fun. Someone already wrote a sentence with these little letters. And then here's all my Scrabble letters. I probably should laminate so that we can use those on the Scrabble board because it's a fully functioning Scrabble board. And then here's all my books. These are just some supplies. We're going to have composition notebooks, so these are things I stole from home to decorate those. And these are books that old books that we can pull the pages out of to make like blackout poetry. These are just magazines they can cut stuff out of, extra paper. And then these are just all my teacher books. And then some cleaning supplies. Here's some copies that my mentor teacher already made for me, which is awesome. Just figured out that I need to make a spot to hold my copies. So that's going to be for 11th grade and 10th grade here. Here's my Maslow station. It was important to me to educate the students on Maslow's and how they need to be, how their needs need to be met before they can reach self-actualization with their education. So if my students are hungry, they can come in here. I will keep all year stocked applesauce, cheese crackers, peanut butter crackers, or ramen. And then I have a gallon of water over there in my microwave, and there'll be no questions asked. They can eat that anytime. And there'll always be water, and then these little cups and spoons and stuff. I know how crazy it can be sometimes. Sometimes kids run out the door and they're hungry, and especially if they're athletes. Or sometimes kids, are really starving at home. So I wanted to make sure that, but I didn't make it anything like fun and it's just the bare essentials. And then in here, I just put up this calendar. We'll keep track of every month back here, A and B days, and just what to do and stuff, so everyone can reference it. And here are all my prizes to go for the wheel over there. And this locks up, although I've already had someone steal stuff before I got my keys, so let's hope it doesn't happen. So there's just candy, and then this is gold. That's one of the prizes. Get it? Because I'm Mrs. Gold. Self-care items. There's like deodorant, and then my coworker actually sent these because I was telling her my old job, and then like chapstick, and deodorant, and bath bombs, gum, toys, just silly things like whoopee cushions, fidget spinners, slime. Oh, come on, everybody in the 80s would want one of those. And then just some snacks up there. And these are like foods that are just not essentials, like chips and Little Debbie's. And then sodas are also one of the incentives. I have like 25 incentives. Most of them are like easy, like 5 extra credit points, or you can have you won't lose your points for a tardy, or that stuff. So here's all my supplies. Okay, last time I took a video of this stuff, it was only 9 minutes long. This time it's 16, but I think that's the full gamut. I wanted to show my mom that there's a lot of things in my classroom that she gave me. Teachers Have Class might be my favorite though. And I love those baskets up there that she gave me, and all my books. She didn't give me all my books, but she helped me make sure I had all these sets for book club. Anyhow, I think it looks pretty good and inviting, so I'm getting excited. Now I really have to go lesson plan, even though I don't want to. All right, bye.